Hey everybody, welcome to Mighty Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler, and this is our Grand Architect Aggro deck. It's a pretty awesome deck. I kept this risky hand because we're on the draw, and this hand is just so good if it draws a land. I mean, we'd get to this hand is just the dream if we hit the land off the top. So, we'll see. We'd be able to play Chief Engineer into Smuggler's Copter. Actually, I take that back. We'd be able to go Chief Engineer into Ethereum Sculptor, into tap Ethereum Sculptor for Ethereum Sculptor, and to play Copter for free. Oh my gosh, okay. This is great. Opponent playing Jund, that's fine. Now, how does this work? Can I play this for 2? I'm going to click, I don't know how this works. I can crew the Copter. I'm going to click this and I hope it doesn't just come into play as a 0/0. So I should be able to play it for like 2 even. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Oh, for 1. Okay, that's fine. X is currently 1 because this isn't a creature. Okay. And we can kill his Dark Confidant. Okay, well that's not a bad turn 2, right? We get a really big Walking Ballista next turn and a Copter attack, depending on what we draw, if we want to loot it or not. Chief Engineer just went off right there. Also worth noting, we have the Mausoleum Wanderer up if there's an instant or sorcery we need to handle. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to feel about that either if that happened. Someone just you play they play Mausoleum Wanderer and you think you're up against Spirits, and then you play Dark Confidant feeling pretty good, and then turn 2 you just get vomited on and lose your Dark Confidant at the end of it. Pretty sweet hand. Our opponent is disconnected. I guess that's a thing. All right. Hopefully he'll be back soon. This hand was very good. Now, the Copter really, I think, fills a lot of holes in the deck because at some point your deck is just a bunch of 1/2s and 1/3s and 1/1s. And, no matter how fast you play that, unless you have a way to actually do something with them, it can be pretty bad. So Ballista's a nice payoff. Grand Architect helps and all of that stuff. But Copter probably the secret sauce that makes this deck work is you just get to loot through your bad draws and find your good ones. Alright, well I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and if our opponent reconnects and continues our game, we'll play. Alright, our opponent has returned and has played a Tarmogoyf, so that's... do I want to loot this away? Probably. It's pretty good, but I actually probably... Well, I certainly want to loot at least. There's an artifact in the graveyard and a creature. So if I attacked with, say, this Sculptor and he blocked, I could have 1, 2, 3, 4. I could play the Ballista and kill the Tarmogoyf. In fact, actually, there's an even better way to do this, because then I can attack with the Engineer. He can't kill it, but he'll look at it as a free block. And then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can actually kill the Tarmogoyf and survive. No, so it's actually weird. I think I'm not going to loot because I don't want to put... Well, I guess it doesn't matter unless it's a land. Because if I put land in the graveyard, the Tarmogoyf grows and messes up our plans. I'm actually not going to loot. Perfect. Okay. It's kind of weird. I've certainly never had a situation where you don't want to loot. Alright. What does that mean? You may change the... X is currently 3. That is what I would like. I don't want to adjust. I want to click OK. Why isn't OK an option? Come on, Magic Online. What am I missing? Pay XX. X is currently 3. Click adjust to reduce the value of X. Add mana to increase X, or click OK to finish paying. Why isn't OK an option? Okay. What in the heck? Am I missing something on board? I've had this come up before and OK was an option and now it's not. What is happening? Okay. And when I pay the last mana... So I have an extra mana? Is that the issue here? Okay. I don't know exactly what that was, but I guess it's because I put an extra mana into the pool. It wouldn't let me, because maybe it's because like the way it had gone through, the convoke mana had to be spent or something. I don't know. I'm sure it was something like that I'm not understanding offhand, but whatever. I guess Walking Ballista down, Tarmogoyf out. So he's probably got an Abrupt Decay here. Do I want to activate this? Actually, I'm just going to play this for free. I guess that works too. So again, no reason to loot, but that's fine because Copter is fine. Alright, let's get the team in there. Definitely not looting and growing his Tarmogoyfs for no reason. Look at this, just sort of spam out the guys. Okay, yeah, Fatal Push got us. Take some damage, though. Another Copter where that came from. Our deck has a lot of good draws right now. Another Ballista sort of thing would be good. He can't play Liliana. Probably got some lightning bolts over there, I'm sure. Alright, let's see if we get an attack here. Imagine our Copter's going down. Yep, terminate on the Copter, that's fine. Still taking a bunch of damage. His lightning bolt. Probably just Wanderer it. The old, look at this, the beatdown with a bunch of 1/1s, but it's kind of working because he's at 5 life. And we have a ping here in the Ballistas, who's at virtual 4. We have a flyer in the Mausoleum Wanderer. He hasn't found a 4th Scavenging Ooze. Will keep him alive for a minute, though. Go ahead and do this up front so there's no confusion over which one's summoning sick. And I guess we get in with the flyers. Actually, do we have lethal? If I swing with everything. Swing with everything, pump this. He takes 1, 2, 3. Say he blocks here and kills here. 4, 5. Yeah, okay, great. So if he like blocks here, eats, goes to 6. Then he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, we got it. All right, the old pump the blink moth plan. Okay, well, we beat Jund. I can't imagine it's a good matchup, but we beat Jund. Did it. Game 1 down. Give me Scrap Trawlers, please, and give me Thorn of Amethyst. And probably Relics. Okay. Now, what don't we want here? Feel like Sculptors are mediocre. Feel like Throne of the God Pharaoh is definitely not what we want. Signal Pests, probably not the best. And maybe we cut 1 load. So maybe we only play 2 Thorns, actually. It may be a better plan. Like I said, I have no idea how we're supposed to board with the deck. You know, I think this plan's fine. It's reasonable. Now this actually, Relic actually replaces the Signal Pest in terms of 1-drops. Our deck has way fewer creatures now, but the Scrap Trawlers are some good value here. Edge Champion's really good. Obviously, Big Ballistas are what win the game. We even did that on the draw, I think, so it was pretty good. See if we can pull off a Game 2 victory. I'll keep it. On the draw. Another risky hand, and it may or may not work, but, you saw the last game. It was a calculated risk. It paid off, and we won the game because that hand was very good. I don't think, I don't know if a 6 against a Jund player would have really done us any better. At least this one has a Relic on turn 1. It has a lot of really good draws if we hit a land. Or, we can play Chief Engineer, immediately play a Thorn. And if we miss, it's probably not the end of the world. Okay, yeah. You got a Tarmogoyf, I got a Relic. Oh. Not a creature, or not a land, but not the worst. At least we get to play something out here. We're set up to just go off if we get to play Chief Engineer, though. With Convoke. Oh, I guess this doesn't actually pay for Convoke. It only works if we have yeah, okay. So this works better with Grand Arbiter, I guess. Maybe it just doesn't work at all. What will work is us drawing a land, though, and going Chief Engineer, Thorn of Amethyst. Actually, it would be, again, going Sculptor, Thorn of Amethyst. It's pretty good. Come on, land. Yuck, okay, well. Let's get on in there. We were pretty dead to like Liliana there. Fortunately, didn't have it. This hand is so good if we hit a land. I think it might be good enough that even if we've drawn 3 cards now, missed 3 times. I think we could even miss again and maybe win, but I do think we have to have it next turn. Opponent's tanking on the instep here. We can always crack the Relic too, but with Tarmogoyf on board, he's gonna have to do something that makes me a little more scared. Now he can just play Liliana. That'd be the scariest thing of all. Fortunately, he didn't have it last turn. Yeah, he's probably just sitting on a bunch of removal and stuff that isn't great against us. Right now, anyways. Our Confidant's pretty good, though. I may have to pop the Relic. Just because we kind of have to go off. We have to hit our land and start playing stuff now with the Dark Confidant. We can't just wait around. I'll just take 1. We can shrink future Tarmogoyfs by more if he goes Thoughtseize or something, and we... Okay, well... Come on, deck, give me a land. Not a land, okay. Land? Alright. So depending on what his one card is, we could really go off here. He needs, if he fatal pushes our Mausoleum Wonder immediately, that's pretty bad for us. If he doesn't fatal push it immediately, because he wants to fatal push the Chief Engineer, I guess then we get to counter it. But once we've used our Mausoleum Wanderer for mana, that's completely fine. Okay, that's great for us. Sculptor. Alright, this hand might work out. Alright, so our artifacts all now cost 1. So tapping this, or they cost 2 less rather, so we can get a 1/1 Ballista. Well, let's start by just doing this. I don't want to. Yeah, we're only playing creature spells this turn, I think. Oh, we want to start with the Copter. Everything else in here is a creature now, so we'll play the Thorn. Alright, I can play the Ballista for 1. Then use the Ballista to play the Etched Champion, and then kill the Confidant. Or I guess it's not even, I can just do this. I can just pay 1. I just play it for 1. Oh, this means I actually get to play the Lodestone, which is even better, actually. Alright, and that is why we kept the hand. Because look at that. What do you say we go ahead and cast the Etched Champion too? Spam out the whole hand. Pretty good, right? That's why we kept a 1-lander right there, because as soon as we, and that could have been as early as turn 2 if we had hit the land immediately. As it was, it took a while, so this Tarmogoyf gets to be a real Tarmogoyf instead of one getting wrecked by our relic. But man, we just, all of his non-creature spells cost 2 more now. Or I'm sorry, his non-creature spells cost 1 more. His non-artifact spells cost 1 more. So like a Liliana costs 5 mana. Even a Tarmogoyf costs 3. This is pretty good. Now we have Metalcraft on the Etched Champion. He's probably not going to be able to take away Metalcraft. So we can just sort of deal with the Tarmogoyf all day. We have Copter to attack with. And he got plenty of mana, though, so there is that. This is a kind of sweet swamp. Art stood out to me. Five mana. Just kidding. Maybe not. Now, what we're most scared about is something like Damnation, but that costs 6 mana, and we can counter it. Ooh, okay. Oh, I can't play this. No. There's no way to cheat this one out. Alright. Unlucky. Well, let's see if we can attack him with our Copter here. I'm pretty fine getting in with the Etched Champion here. Another Copter, huh? I actually will discard this Grand Architect we can't play. Yeah, I'm fine getting in with the Champion because we just want to do as much damage to him as possible or happily race this Tarmogoyf. Alright, get another Copter in. It's pretty good. We have a lot of flying damage right now. Now, the scariest thing he can do is cast Damnation, but that we can actually counter Damnation. Oh, I guess Glorybringer's pretty good too, actually. Okay, rip our Lodestone Golem. That's fine though. It's our flyers that are killing him. He's got to exert it. Yeah, should we really slowed him down on that though? Yeah, well that's fine. That is what it is. A Ballista, huh? You say I play a big ballista. All right, so we get in. Let's see here. So this is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can make a 3/3 if I wanted, which is lethal if he takes all of this, which he has to take all of. So we should just have lethal. Okay, I accept. All right, no need to loot. This deck, this was nuts. Alright, X is 3, and OK is an option this time. 1. Oh my gosh, this artifact. What is this deck? Just crushed John in 2 games. We missed a land drop for 2 turns. Oh, that was so sweet. Wow, okay. There you go. Grand Architect Aggro. Taxes or whatever it was. That was awesome. Good match. Thank you for watching.